Ozomatli is on a very important mission from the State Department. The band has actually been chosen to be cultural ambassadors to Mongolia and China. They left on May 21st and will come back in early June. The band is the new breed of eclectic musicians representing the U.S., which was commonplace decades ago with international visits by Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, and Benny Goodman. The band has made trips to the Middle East, Buenos Aires, and Nepal, among other stops. The band talked about how they got involved and what's so special about being cultural ambassadors.
This woman that was stationed in India and then later Nepal heard this interview and I guess wanted to resuscitate the whole cultural ambassador program that had happened in the past with people like Duke Ellington, Louis Armstrong, and Benny Goodman. I think did a bunch of them. And when it first started, I think there was a lot of internal debate with us and also debate with them about, I guess, all the ins and outs of it, and how comfortable we felt because we were during the time we were in the middle of the Bush administration too, and it's like, here's a band that's been pretty anti what's been going on at the time, and all the sensitivities with that, right? So after everything was said and done, we realized there was a certain opportunity in these trips. A beautiful example of that is like when we played in Nepal. It's like no one knows who Ozomatli is in Kathmandu, It's like we're just like, who are these guys? But all he knows is there's a band from Los Angeles, and we played this huge field, and next thing you know, there was like 12,000 people there, 11,000 people. It was like estimated 10 to 12,000 people at this field.
They talk about breaking stereotypes and each country's thoughts about American music, and in turn, they get a fresh perspective on each place they visit.
There's a perception, obviously, about Western music, Western pop music, and Western culture. And I think in a lot of ways we don't really fit that mold, but we do incorporate some of that style, whether it's in the music or the way we dress. So maybe it throws them for a loop, like for a second, like, whoa, I thought like Jay-Z or whoever, or whatever they think, like whatever they see on the radio, on TV or hear on the radio or read in a magazine. It's like we necessarily don't fit that mold, but we still bring the energy, and it's like we're just mixing so much stuff. So it's like what they had perceived as what is Western culture is just so much more, and the same goes for us too. It's like what maybe our perceptions of what goes on there. It's like once we have an interaction face to face, it changes everything.
As ambassadors, Ozomatli are taking part in free public concerts, musical workshops, and community outreach opportunities throughout East Asia. The LA band released their new album, Fire Away, in April.
So in the bucket I bump behind Mac in the gutter lane. I write raps when I feel a pain or even sorrow, but you heard it before. The sun will come out tomorrow, or so they say. But see, we living in LA, and what you thought was the sun was just a flash.